Double-digit thousands.
Welcome back, Westlane. This is last week at Westlane for the week of October 2nd to October 6th.
I'm Mr. Brewer.
And I'm Mr. Ramirez. Mr. Brewer, how was your fall break?
It's awesome. I got to relax, got good food, got to play video games, and I got to hang out with my best friend.
Wait, hang out with your best friend? But we didn't hang out.
Oh, yeah, right. I met my really good friend. You're still number one, Mr. Ramirez.
Oh, okay. Well, did you hear about the 7th grade, what they got to do before fall break started?
No, what'd they do?
They went on a trip with me and some of Westlane's finest.
Takes my eye, I lift my head, blinded by the sky. Feel my way in front, following the sound. It moves away so fast, fall down to the ground. I know there's more to come.
Cause it's the sun's energy to food. Animals like us to consume. What happens when an organism dies? Bacteria break it down, break it all down.
Oh man, that looks like a really fun trip, Mr. Ramirez.
Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed it.
Do you know what I enjoy?
What, Mr. Brewer?
The positive actions of our Westlane students and staff.
Hey guys, Miss Randall's here taking over for Mr. Williams. Get ready for Paws in the Hall.
Girl, what you trying to do? 'Cause I don't got a clue.
I'm here with Miss May. Who's your Paw shout out?
My Paws shout out is to Michael Andre Dobbins. He did an awesome job helping me clean up the bedroom. Thanks, man.
Keep up the good work. I'm here with Asia Green. Who's your Paw shout out?
Miss Holman, because she is my mentor.
Keep up the good work, Miss Holman. I'm here with Mr. Doss. Who's your Paw shout out?
My shout out is to all the 7th graders who went on the EU trip. Had an absolute blast, and you guys were all well behaved. Thanks.
I'm here with Mariella. Who's your Paw shout out?
Miss Cawthorn for being the best Spanish teacher.
Keep it up, Miss Cawthorn. I'm here with David Marin. Who's your paw shout out?
With Randall for being the best teacher.
I'm here with my twin, Striker Swinson. Who's your paw shout out?
I'd like to give a shout out to Miss Higginson for being a great math teacher.
Keep it up, Miss Higginson.
Oh man, our Westlane family is positively awesome.
That's for sure. And not only are they possum, they can be pretty funny too.
What do you mean, Mr. Brewer?
Well, last week, I caught Miss Peacock and Miss Stokes going head to head in an overly entertaining Try Not to Laugh. So, shake hands.
Oh my god. Camera for that. What do mathematicians eat on Halloween?
I don't know, darling. What?
Pumpkin pie.
All right. How do you make tissues dance?
How?
Put a little boogie in it.
Decimals have a point.
Okay. What did the green grape say to the purple grape?
What?
Oh my gosh, breathe, breathe!
I couldn't figure out why the baseball kept getting larger. Then it hit me.
Why did Mr. Peacock get so excited after finishing a puzzle in 6 months?
Why?
The box said 2 to 4 years.
Why did the boy eat his homework?
Why?
Because the teacher told him it was a piece of cake.
Why did the picture go to jail?
Why?
Because it was framed.
How can you make time fly? Throw a clock out the window.
Interesting. That's all, folks.
Wow, we got some competitors here. You see, Mr. Ramirez, that's 2 true competitors right there.
I don't know. I thought some of their jokes were a little corny.
Kind of like that joke. I just think you're too serious, Mr. Ramirez. You think too hard about things.
I can't help it, Mr. Brewer. I'm a deep thinker, just like Mr. Doss.
If a child refuses to take a nap, does that mean they are guilty of resisting arrest?
Jeez. Mr. Doss is sure a smart guy. I never thought about that before.
I know. Speaking of things I never knew about, what was the weather like the last time we were in school?
I don't know. That was like 2 weeks ago. You think Weatherman Willow can help us out?
I bet he can.
The week started off with some chilly temperatures. As we arrived here at EU, the weather wasn't too bad. A little warmer than previous years. And then today, a little shower in the morning. Not a lot of rain, just a little bit. And then the day got a little better with some warmer weather. I'll see you next week.
Whew, that weather was getting breezy.
Yeah, I need to go get a jacket. Hopefully it wasn't too cold for math night.
Math what?
Math night. Didn't you hear about it?
No. Is that thing happening next week?
No. Here, Mr. Brewer, check out this clip of some of Westlane's math teachers as they carpool karaoke their way to math night.
Oh.
I gotta take all my friends to math night! Come on, guys, let's go!
Yeah!
Woo!
Alright, we're all getting back.
Oh, I'm so ready for math night! Math night, math night, math night, math night!
Alright!
Do this, yeah! Woo!
Can I beat you in checkers? No
What?
way! Not a loser!
A few moments later.
My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe, When I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. Would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 5,000 miles to fall down at your door. Do to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. It takes two to make a thing go right.
$1 million, I'd buy you a house. I would buy you a house. And if I had $1 million, if I had $1 million,
buy you furniture for your house.
maybe a nice Chesterfield or an ottoman. If I had $1 million.
So, Mr. Pitcock, $1 million, right? Each of us? Everybody? $1 million?
I'll take $1 million.
I'll take $1 million. You take $1 million?
I want $1 million.
I'll take $5.
Be here.
Final countdown! Final countdown! Is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Two can be as bad as one. It's the loneliest number since the number one.
Math night!
Woo! Yeah! Hey,
You're going down.
hey guys, why is nobody here?
What's happening?
We're early.
We're early.
When is it?
It's not till next Tuesday.
Oh.
See you at 6.
Looks like math night is next week.
Oops. Well, how was I supposed to know? I'm not a math teacher.
Huh. Anyways, by the way, thank you again for inviting me to carpool karaoke.
Sorry.
My voice. But did you know, like, it's October, we got Halloween coming up in a couple weeks. I'm really excited for, like, horror movies and pumpkins. Not you?
No, anything that has to do with Halloween freaks me out.
You're really gonna love this next clip.
Two young brothers were at home alone in the apartment. Meanwhile, their parents visit their neighbors next door for a while. Be good, boys, their parents said. To keep themselves occupied, the boys decided to play a game of hide and seek. The older boy turned his head to the wall and began to count. He could hear his little brother's feet as he scampered around looking for a place to hide.
Ready or not, here I come, cried the older brother, and off he went looking for his brother. He looked in all the usual places, behind the sofa, in the bathroom, behind the shower curtain, behind the curtains in every room, under all of the beds, but he couldn't find him. The apartment was eerily silent.
Then he heard a scraping sound coming from the wardrobe. The boy was sure he had looked there, but he went anyway and called out, "Come out, I found you." But there was only silence.
He opened the door and bent down, but he did not see any feet standing there. He put his hand into the clothing to feel for his little brother when a small, white, icy cold hand came out, grabbed his wrist, and tried to pull him in the closet.
As he tried to pull himself free, he heard a noise behind him, look over his shoulder, and he sees his brother behind him. "Couldn't you find me?" asked the boy.
He screamed in fright and tried to free himself from the grip of the hand while he being pulled into the wardrobe. The younger brother grabbed him, and together they managed to pull free. They both ran screaming from the apartment.
Nobody knows what would happen if the hand had managed to pull him in.
Do you
know?
Ooh, well, thank you, Miss Kozier, for those spooky stories. Thank you to your students, too, even though they did freak me out a little bit.
Well, and did you know we also were graced by another really cool author this last week at Westlane?
No, who were we graced by?
J. Scott Savage, the writer of Mysteries of Code, Fires of Invention, actually a new Young Hoosier Book Award, came by to visit us. We got a couple pictures here. I was going to bring the book for you guys to see, but honestly, it's so popular, I can't even find it in our library. He did, however, leave us a really cool little poster with a nice little message. So we would want to say thank you to Mr. Savage for coming by and gracing us with your presence there. Well, that's all we got. So I hope you enjoyed this last week at Westlane.
Keep it real, Wildcats.
Sitting back counting double-digit thousands stacks.
F is for friends who do stuff together.
I don't know.
From SpongeBob.
How much SpongeBob? I
don't know.
I'm a little older.
You
than-
is for you, Andy. I wasn't ready. I actually had students that caught me writing it during the day, and they were like, "Wait, you write all those corny jokes?" Anemone. Anemone.